Greetings and salutations, y'all. Here I am. I'm all up in the chat. I haven't blessed my cards, haven't saged the room or nothing. Just over here, just being a human being. Greetings and salutations, y'all. Happy Wednesday. My goodness gracious. Tanya could not get out of bed this morning. Been awake since 2 a.m. Got up and made me some biscuits, got my happy self back in the bed, and did not want to get up. Been fighting sleep, and I don't know. I don't know. It's what what's the name of the group? George Michael. I loved him when I was a little kid. The group Wham. And Wham was probably one of my favorite groups when I was a child. I'm sure George Michael's, if the man was a straight man and I was a straight woman, I would have wished to marry him. But rest in peace, George Michael's, because today his words were ringing true in my head. It's cold out there, but it's warm in bed. So, and that's where I was. I literally have not been up for 30 minutes. Greetings and salutations, y'all. Greetings, Sage Sag. Greetings, AF. Greetings and salutations, y'all. All right, let's start today off with a fairy oracle, universe, creator, spirit guides. Please give us the collective words of wisdom. And there they are. They jumped out. The words of wisdom for today, for all of us, y'all, is manifestation. Listen to this card. Be very honest and clear about what you wish to manifest in your life. Now write it down on paper. That's manifestation, step one. The most important thing about manifestation, y'all, is about knowing what it is that you desire. Because if you're scattered and you don't know what you really want, it's hard to manifest it. So the first thing, and it doesn't matter if you desire a million things, write them down. And the things that your eyes keep skimming over, you'll notice that those are the things that are most important to you. But start by writing the things that you desire to happen or not happen, to come to you. Write it down. Write it down. Get it out of your body and get it into the ether where it can do you some good. Greetings and salutations, y'all. All right. Joe, greetings, Geo. Geo says, uh, oh, Geo, we ain't doing that today. And here's the thing, y'all. Here's the thing. There is no telling. And we got to do real talk. I just don't want to bring this show down on a creepy note about Donald Trump. All right. There is every opportunity that come January 20th that Donald Trump is sworn in as the president of the United States. That is not going to change you. That is not going to change me. The only thing that focusing on who is going to be in the driver's seat, all that does is invite fear. All that does is destabilize anybody who's trying to get out of that current. All right. I know a lot of people are afraid about Donald Trump. Were you afraid? He was president already for 4 years. All right. The president has very limited power, number one. You know, that whole project 2025, they got to get the whole Congress and the whole Senate behind them, which they do not have. So, y'all, just knowing that, he can't just blanketly go up there and say, do this and it be done. It doesn't work that way. Regardless of what he tries to do, there Don't invite that. That is destabilizing and it is fear inducing. And that right there is what they want, whether it comes to pass or not. Them getting you to worry about it, them getting you to extend your energy on making your heart beat faster, worrying about something, you're going to lose something. They've already won if they have got you focusing on them instead of focusing on you. And that's all I'm going to say about that. All right. Now I hope y'all can forgive me, but I'm not inviting that energy into my life. I know it's a lie. So, and I know how crooked the United States are. I know that whatever the results are, it is the results that they desire. This is being done to us. This is not a result of the masses desires. Otherwise, Hillary Rodham Clinton would have been president in 2016 because she won the popular vote. There is nothing, there's nobody that can dispute this. That first election was stolen. This one was stolen as well. So I'm not going to give lip service or pay homage to a man who can't do anything. Number one, by himself, can't do anything by the book. Everything that comes out of that man's mouth is a lie. So I refuse. I refuse to fluff him. I ain't gonna give him no more energy, and that's it. I'm done. Mm, I'm done. Greeting. AFAF says I was listening to Wham. Where did it go? I was listening to Wham the other day. I love George Michael. Right on. Greetings, Reverb 13. Greetings, Zane. Greetings, y'all. Greetings, Mildred. Andrea says if you have questions, put them in all caps. Please, please, please. All right. Uh-huh. Zane says, wow, what a card to pull for today's Team Oracle. Was watching one of Susan Lynn's videos on manifestation last night. This confirms from spirit that I need to focus on this. Thank you so much. You are so welcome. Greetings, Carmen. Hello, and you have a wonderful day. Greetings, Jackie B. All right. And you're right, AF. This time, right now, y'all, the energy that we're in, and I don't know. I don't know what was going on last night or early this morning, but here in Las Vegas, I didn't even go outside because I did not want to even see what was going on. But y'all, there was all kinds of crazy noises in the early morning hours here in Las Vegas. I mean, there were whirs and hums and thumps and all kinds of weird mechanical noises in the sky. And I'm like, I'm not going out there to see him. And I'm going to tell you why I'm not going out there to see him. Because for those of y'all who've been following me for a while, and you can believe me or you can not believe me, but I have been taken. I have been taken by aliens. All right. No cap. I have been taken. They came, grabbed me out of my bed and took me. I have something right here in the center of my chest that shows up on x-ray, and I have another little tracking device that is right here under my arm that shows up on x-ray. So not only did they take me, but they left tracking devices inside me. But anyway, what I can tell you from my own personal experience, again, you can choose to believe me or you can choose not to. It's your world. You believe what you want to. But in my world, this really happened. And I can tell you this, even being on the ship, you can't hear nothing. Those ships are silent. So if you go outside and you see a ginormous, what looks like a spaceship and it's making all kinds of noise, that ain't no aliens. That's humans. All right. And that's why I didn't go outside, because it was making all kinds of noise. The alien technology is silent. They don't disrupt nothing. They are in harmony with nature, where we as humans are not. All right. Greetings and salutations, y'all. And please, please, if you have any questions, this show is for you. AF says, greetings, beautiful soul. May you pull a card for my youngest son. Absolutely. Who is suffering from depression. Will he be okay eventually? Thank you. Absolutely, AF. So we're gonna pull two cards. We're gonna pull an oracle card for your son, and we're gonna pull a tarot card. Universe, creator, spirit guides. Please, words of wisdom, encouragement for AF's son. First card, we got bright light, AF, and I hope he's near you, or that you can get let him hear this. Here it is, bright light. Feelings of lost, call your spirit back home again. Rest in the divine. So, what this is, and this is a great big old monster. I want you to see that. Feelings of loss, call your spirit back home again. So, this card means sometimes when we're facing our monsters, when we feel like we're losing things, that is a way for the universe to bring us back to center, where we can actually see the whole thing and start to work on ourselves or our situation. Again, when we're having feelings of loss, this is the time to call your spirit back home again, to rest in the divine, to rest in the known, to reacquaint ourselves with the things that do help us. That's why, and I'm going to talk about this just for 1 second before I pull the second card. That's what Thanksgiving was supposed to be about. If we could have, for those of us who did celebrate with friends or family, I think the moral of the story this Thanksgiving was about forgiveness, about self forgiveness, and about forgiving others. Because at some point, we have to decide how we're going to allow the outside to rule our lives, if we're going to allow the outside to rule over us at all. I think this Thanksgiving was a lesson in what do we do when we stop talking to each other? What happens when we don't have common ground to stand on anymore? What happens when the only thing that we have left in common is our DNA? How do we go forward from there? And a lot of people made some hard choices this year, y'all. A lot of folks, a lot of families are irrevocably broken because of politics. And not just the politics, but the beliefs of those politics. Specifically, a whole bunch of women, where I think the silent part was actually blurted out loud. A lot of women see themselves through men's eyes, and we're seeing ourselves not as workmates, helpmates, as equals, but as appliances. Okay, as something without a voice, as something without a mind, with as something that is just there to serve someone else. This awakening had to happen, y'all. This is about the divine feminine. And again, I'm going to say this because I don't want nobody getting it twisted. I don't want nobody to uh oh gosh, my words aren't coming today. To assimilate. That's what got us where we are now. We assimilated. We were afraid to die, so we assimilated. We are afraid that they would beat us to death. You know, sometimes death is better. And I'm just going to say that because this is how we got the Crusades, all them people with that great big old red cross running across the plains and all over Europe, unaliving hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and millions of people and taking their bones. And I need y'all to understand this heinous act, to take the bones of the women and children and men that they unalived and build a church on it. We have to stop assimilating. All right, all right, all right. Rainbow says, greetings. The spirit have a message for me this week. Here we go. Oh, let me hold on. I got to draw a card for AF son. Here we go. Here we go. AF. Let's finish the first question. Here we go. Now the card for AF son who is suffering from depression. Will he be okay eventually? AF son. Yes, he will. And you got the page of swords. So the page of wands, not swords. So the page of wands, this is somebody, he's got to speak his own truth. He's got to get them demons out of him. But once he has cleared, and this is his heart chakra, this is where his blockage is. This is where his hurt is. Once he can clear that, he's going to be all right. But everybody's going to have to be prepared for his truth when it comes out. He's going to have a lot to say, and it may hurt some people's feelings. But y'all, just understand it's better out of him than it is in him. Take what resonates and leave all the rest. Greetings, Candy. Greetings, Linda. Greetings, Fleck. Oh my goodness, Fleck, I am so happy to see you. Where have you been? You have had us all worried. I am so glad that you're okay though. Welcome back, Fleck. Greetings, Andrea. Linda says, can you see if my son Richard is okay? I haven't heard from him in over a week. He's behind bars. Here we go. Universe creator, spirit guides, please. Look in on Richard. How is Richard doing? How is Richard? There it is in my hand. We got the Empress inverted, Linda. Take what resonates and leave the rest. This is creative block effect of his incarceration. But now this upright is pregnant with possibilities. This inverted means that those possibilities have been taken away, which does, kind of signify what confinement is. But I'm just kind of feeling he's going through some emotional things right now. Again, there's a little bit of stuff in here. Okay, creative block, selfish, impatient. Um, he's okay, but he's a little upset, maybe a little depressed. Okay, and maybe some anxiety in there too. Write him, write him, and let you be a safe place for him to 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 speak, because you're going to hear, if you let yourself open and open to it, and he tells you how it is inside, you'll be shocked. But he needs an outlet, somebody that he can trust. And this is dealing with a lot of things that men call women weak for. And then when they are faced with those same things, they don't want to talk about them at all. So again, he's okay, but he's going through some things. Again, you need to protect yourself. Zane says, I agree 100%. Their ships are silent because of their propulsion systems, while we barely discovered quantum entanglement. ET's already mastered it and have already incorporated. You're exactly right, Zane. That's why I didn't go outside. Right on, AF. Rainbow says, greetings. Does Spirit have a message for me for this week? Here we go. A message for Rainbow. Universe creator, Spirit guides, please give Rainbow a message just for them, just for Rainbow for this week. You get vanishing steps, Rainbow. It says, revisit the path you took to find inspiration again. Look to the future. So retrace your steps. Go back and rediscover something that you used to do that brought you joy. This will bring you joy again. Joy and inspiration. So, and inspiration is the thing, y'all. If you are an artist, a poet, a writer, a singer, a dancer, if you are a throat hummer, whatever it is that you do or are interested in, y'all be creative. Unleash your creativity. It changes your vibration. It raises your frequency, and you can also leave your mark on this world. Create something, even if it's only for a second. If it's a stick drawing in dirt, create. Don't let your hands or your minds be idle. If you're sitting there and you're bored, doodle, write. You may create a masterpiece that just falls out of you because you allowed it to. And that is the word of the day: allow. Y'all, sometimes we put such control over ourselves that we don't give ourselves permission to be us. You know, some of us are wonderful, wonderful singers. Some of us are horrible singers. But we don't, and we love to sing, but we don't, because somebody killed our joy and told us, oh, you off tune or you don't sound good. So the thing that used to bring us joy, we let somebody else take away from us. We have to change that. Don't allow somebody else's negativity to change the joy in your life. This is your world. Don't let nobody who ain't paying your bills, who is not feeling your pain, who is not suffering from your hunger, don't give them the power to control your world. This lifetime is about you, about your happiness, about your joy, about what it is that you are here to experience, to create, to do. But we got to get out of our own way by stopping listening to other people who are doing nothing but throwing water on our fire. Burn bright, shine bright, be you. Stop trying to impress other people. Stop trying to fix others. This is about you. If you are dissatisfied with where you are in life, look in the mirror. Start there and start changing the things that are in your control. And start by changing. I'm going to keep saying this. Start by changing how you speak to yourself, how you regard yourself. You are amazing. You have survived 100% of everything that this world has thrown at you. You survived 4 years of Donald Trump already. You made it through. You survived COVID. You survived the 2008 stock market crash, the housing crash. You survived it. You're still here. All right? You will survive this as well. Do not let fear knock you off your game. Inhale, exhale, and live in this moment, because if you live in the now, you will always be exactly where you're supposed to be. If you're living in the past or trying to live in the future, then you are not even present in your own self. There is only one time, and that is the right now. And in that right now, everything is happening simultaneously. So the small things you change in the right now change the big things in the later on. All right. But remember, you can only live right now. So stop worrying about tomorrow. and live in this moment. Enjoy in this moment. All right, all right. Whew. All right, I'm looking for pictures, questions, y'all. Oh, Patty AF says, can I get a message from the divine? Absolutely, Patty. Here we go. Here we go. Universe creator, spirit guides. This a message from the beyond for Patty AF. Here we go. Patty, you get mysterious shift. It says personal growth can happen quickly and in ways you may not initially understand. This is searching for the truth. So be prepared for what's happening inside you. Personal growth happens quickly, and sometimes you don't even realize you're changing until you've changed. Embrace that. That growth is from the divine. You may have just realized like I did, and this is the only I can only give you examples of what happened to me. One day I realized that wasn't drinking anymore. And this is when I used to gamble. I used to go to the casinos, and I used to have my little Heineken. I used to love to have my little Heinekens when I went to the casino. And then one day I had realized I hadn't had a Heineken in seemed like months. I had started drinking coffee instead, getting coffee or a bottle of water. And then I stopped drinking the coffee. Y'all, now I don't, and back then I was still smoking cigarettes too. Now I don't drink alcohol, I don't drink coffee, I don't smoke cigarettes, and I don't gamble. Oh my goodness. And this all happened within the last, 6 years since this awakening that I'm in now. It took all my vices, and the gambling was the one that took the longest because it took all the way through 2023 for me to stop gambling. But y'all, I can say that for the entire year, and that's the one thing that I kept asking the universe. I said, universe, please take this urge to gamble away from me. Take it away from you. Y'all, it is December 2024. TanyaStingley ain't put one penny in no slot machine. I have not, and I've been in casinos because I've had family that came and visited, but I have not gambled at all in the year 2024. And that's what I'm saying, y'all. Give it to the universe. Ask for whatever you need to be taken away or delivered to you. Speak it into existence and believe that it is yours to have. Believe that you can do it. And guess what? You will. All right. All right. Greetings, Sheila. Oh, Sheila says, I love to sing, but I'm a horrible singer. That's why I sing John Prince, Goose Creek, Neil Young. It doesn't matter what you sound like. Sheila, sing because it brings you joy. Don't sing for nobody else but you. You sing for you. The people who sing for other people are get paid for it. Linda Bruce says, how is my brother Ricky doing? Universe creator, spirit guides. How is Ricky doing? How is Ricky doing? We're going to pull a tarot card for Ricky, for Linda. Here we go. Universe creator, spirit guides. Ricky, speak through the tarot if you have a message. Oh, okay, Linda. You got the Tower card. Sudden change, upheaval, chaos, revelation, disaster, release, and sudden insight. This is um, this is about change and options, but Rick got the Tower, and that's what it is. Sudden change, upheaval, revelation. There you go. All right. Oh goodness. Oh, thank you, AF. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, Zane says, right there with you, Tanya. Herring is 100. Zane Christian Herring is 120 days sober today. Have not touched a drop of alcohol since I got sick from it back in August. Right on, Zane. Congratulations to you. Uh, Oh, Sheila, that's okay. That's all right. Sheila says, I'm still smoking, drink 2 cups of coffee and a Mountain Dew, but much better on the water. And that's all right, Sheila. That's all right. You speak into existence that which you desire to change. You ain't got to change because I change. You change what you change if and when and what it is you desire to change to make your life better. All right, all right, all right. Let me have a sip of my tea. My tea's gone cold. I wonder why. Y'all, I'm just full of these one-liner songs today. My tea's gone cold. Okay. Greetings, Risa. Greetings and salutations. Right on. Greetings, Tony. Greetings, y'all. All right. Flex said, been a guinea pig, had an MRI of the brain. It was a shock. There was a brain. Oh, you're hilarious, Flex. I hope that you are all right. And I am so happy that you are back here with us. We have missed you. We really have. All right, I'm going backwards. Sheila says, I am worthy of abundance and prosperity. And though I help other family members, I will continue to love me and take care of myself. I say. All right, Sheila. And that is the attitude to have. M. Dizzy Lizzie says, I'm old. I am now an old hippie artist, now living in Oregon, who after 50 years of making money for the man with my gifts. There you are, M. Dizzy Lizzie. You create for you. You create for you. All right. All right. Greetings, Mildred. Greetings, Interplanet Janet. All right. All right. Oh, Sheila says prayers for my sister Wanda. She's back in the hospital again. All right. Here we go. Let me find a pen that I can write with. My sister Wanda's in the hospital again since yesterday morning after her stent replacement the day before. All right, here we go. Wanda is on the prayer list. There you go. And y'all, if you have anybody that wants to be on that you want to put on the prayer list, please put them on. Andrea says, prayers for all who suffer from depression. My husband does, and for all who take care of them. Absolutely, Andrea. And we need to remember our vulnerable brothers and sisters. Here we go. Those suffering depression and anxiety, because those are real. Those are real stoppers from people's joy. All right, I'm going back forward again. Hopefully, I don't miss nobody. M. Dizzy Lizzie said, living the dream. All right. Greetings, Brenda. Greetings, Brenda. You are already on the prayer list. All right. Brenda says, question, what my spirit guides have to say about me about the month of December. Here we go for Brenda, universe creator, spirit guides. Tarot, please give Brenda a message for her December. Oh, I think you're going to get this one, Brenda. You get reaching hands. Offer and accept help to foster a shared strengthen bonds. So, number one, be a help to others and accept help that is offered to you. Share strength. lean on somebody else who might be leaning on you. Strengthen those bonds to help each other, help y'all selves, or to help y'all selves help each other. Take that either way. But this is about giving and receiving and being open to that, because it may come from a place that you're initially might be a little hesitant to. But again, y'all, December, there's going to be a lot for a lot of us. A lot of us are going to be receiving some apologies in the month of December. And some of us are going to have to be the ones giving apologies to others. Number one, inhale and exhale. Allow yourself, let go of that ego. Don't let ego keep you stuck. If you know that you said or did something wrong or against somebody else, whether they know it or not, if you can't apologize to them, apologize to yourself for doing it. And then apologize to the ether to get that off of you. But if you can apologize to them, do it. It's time. If you're feeling like you're stuck, it might be that is keeping you, holding you in place. And I'm gonna keep saying this because it's time for a whole bunch of us grown-ups to start behaving like grown-ups. And the biggest thing we have to do is to start speaking to each other with honesty. It doesn't mean we have to be mean to each other, but it means we have to have adult conversations. We got to stop swallowing hurts and slights and pretending like they don't exist. We've got to clear the air. If we're going to have healthy families, we've got to be honest. We've got to stop protecting perpetrators in families, y'all. If you got Uncle Bob or Uncle John who always likes to have the baby girls on their laps, and the girls are always complaining that Uncle John is touching them inappropriately, but nobody will confront Uncle John. We gotta stop. Stop protecting these doggone villains in our family and start pointing our finger and saying, no more. We're not going to protect you who are harming our children. And understand, when you protect, I don't care if it's a man or a woman, anybody who is violent or perpetrating any type of violence on the family members, it is not just affecting that one person who is their victim. It's affecting the entire family. So if you want to have a healthy family, if you say you love the people who are around you, then number one, protect your children. Protect the ones that don't have a voice. Stop forcing children to sit on uncles and aunties' laps. Stop forcing children to kiss relatives. Children are people. They have their own feelings. Stop forcing them. Stop making them victims by forcing them to be social with people they don't know. Stop it. And I'm talking to everybody. And y'all, especially at this time of year when we think that it is just so cute to force our children into the lap of a grown man in a Santa suit. You have no idea what you're putting your child's bottom on. Whether that man has underwear, if he's rubbing his gentle on every single child in his lap. A pedophile's dream is a Santa costume. Understand that. Stop feeding the beast. Stop it. Stop it. If you have to have a picture with Santa Claus with your kid, you dress up as Santa Claus. And stop making our children's victims, forcing them and I'm saying it as it is, because how many babies are handed to some stranger, and the baby is losing their mind, and the parents are like, oh, now it's okay. But every other day of the week, you out there telling your child, don't take candy from strangers, and then take them trick-or-treating, and then wonder why your child would take candy from strangers. If you can't have one rule that means something, how's a child supposed to know? We got to do better. All right, I'm going to stop yelling at y'all. I'm going to stop yelling. All right, I apologize. All right. Woo. All right, here we go. Mildred says, that PPO got to my grandson, BM. She can't leave the state. With my great grandson, the custody battle starts. Well, good. At least she can't run off with him. But I feel your grandson is going to get custody of that baby. Just tell him to speak it out loud. And he's got to want it. He has got to want it. So if that is his desire to raise his son, he has got to speak that into existence. Because if he doesn't, she's going to get him, and that's going to be a war for the rest of your grandson's life. The baby is better with him. And he needs to get rid of her. All right. Greetings, Linda. I'm sorry. I just get excited, y'all. I get excited. All right, here we go. Let us get to some of these questions on paper. Here we go. We already almost been on here an hour. Oh, this first question from Sharon. This is interesting. Hold on. Let me get some more of my cold tea. Drinking the mushroom tea. I do believe this is lion's mane, trying to heal my brain some more. Here we go. First question I got is from Sharon. Sharon said, last night I dreamt a giant spaceship, shiny, triangular, and green, was hovering over the water, and people were getting on and off of it like they were climbing up and down a big rope. Sharon says, I saw a white woman with black hair. Is there a message in this vision, in this dream? Here we go, Sharon. Universe, creator, spirit, guides, tarot. Is there a message in the spaceship dream and the tall white alien with black hair that Sharon saw? Is there a message in this dream for Sharon? And I have two cards. All right, and they both came out inverted. The first one is the Seven of Pentacles, Sharon. This is lack of long-term vision, limited success or reward, work without results or distractions. Oh, that is a change in circumstances. That is a change in circumstance. The second card you get is the Queen of Wands, and she also came out inverted. This is about self-respect, self-confidence, introverted, selfishness, jealousy, and insecurity. Oh my goodness. Okay, now based on these cards, this ain't got nothing to do with no aliens, but this does have something to do with a change in a change in the way that you're seeing things, and maybe that's what it is. You're seeing the UFO in your dream and the alien woman as a change, but this is it, and you are going through a change right now. So number one, lack of long-term vision. I think this is you worrying about the new job or where you want to land when you retire. And then the second card here, self-respect. Don't you do anything that is going to impede on how you see yourself or how you feel other people should see you. Let go of things, prepare, but have a focus on what it is you desire to happen. I kind of feel like You're confused about where you want to go, and your mind is questioning, grasping at straws about what is to come next. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Mildred says, I feel she's going to jail soon. She's been terrorizing not only him, his new girlfriend, and her grandmother's house. Ooh, Mildred, I'm telling you that lady is dangerous. So every time, and this is what needs to be done, every time she is terrorizing somebody, a police report needs to be filed, because the more times that she breaks the civil code against everybody, the more they'll have, number one, so that your grandson can get custody, and number two, that she can get put behind bars where she needs to be. Because this chick is crazy. Take what resonates and leave the rest. But she's crazy, and she's dangerous. She's dangerous. She's ratchet. I think that's the word that came to me on Monday, is ratchet. And that is, and I mean ratchet in a ratchet way, like gangster ratchet. One of them chicks that what you would see on the Maury Povich show. That's kind of what I'm feeling. Okay, so just be careful with her. So, oh, I'm right. All right. Okay. Thank you for that, Mildred. All right. Here we go. Oh, Sharon says, I saw some wrestlers that didn't look real. They were humongous. And I didn't look this up, but y'all, again, now I'm going to say this, and I want y'all to take what resonates and leave all the rest. But listen to this, y'all. All right. They are preparing us for disclosure. They are preparing us left, right, and center for disclosure. That's why everything is talking about UFOs. They want to scare you with UFOs. But what is happening, y'all? There are alien federations that work with these government entities. There's I can't even think of the federations, but there are three that I know off the top of my head that are federations between extraterrestrials and human beings. They have laws, they have rules, etc., etc. So, y'all, again, aliens have been walking around right next to us all the time. You just have to see them with your third eye. You may not recognize what you're seeing, so you just see a weird looking human, when in actuality you're seeing a being that's of a whole different genome. Okay, and right here in Las Vegas, and I'm gonna say this again, right here in Las Vegas, there's all kinds of aliens just walking around all over the place. A lot of big metro cities. Your people who walk around with purple hair and blue lipstick and the pointed ears that don't look like they're stuck on, you're looking at some aliens, some ginormous people over 6'5", walking around in whole families. You're looking at some aliens. And y'all, you have people who walk in, are aliens, are in people's familial groups. It's one of these, three of these things belong together, and one of these things just kind of odd, and that is a walk-in from a whole different place. Y'all, we just gotta they have made us believe that unicorns weren't real, but Santa Claus is. Unicorns are real. All right. We may not see them. Dinosaurs are real. We may not see them. It doesn't mean that they never existed. You know, um, people have abilities to do things when they don't have a preconceived notion that they can't. That's why a brand new baby can speak, because he doesn't know that he can't. And I'm not saying all babies, all brand new babies, but you got some that'll come out and be saying real words. We come through water. Water is life. And I feel like I need to say this. Guide my words. Water is life. We are born through water. It doesn't even matter if you're a cesarean baby or if you're vaginal birth or whatever. You came through water to get here. You came through a portal to get here. All right. The whole act of your being, a cell, a sperm and a cell meeting, and a ginormous quantum explosion happening where these cells become something else. Two things become one. We live in a fantastic time, and we need to believe in the magic so that we can pull ourselves out of the spell that we've been placed under. If you're wondering why things seem so bleak, it's because we have been put under a spell. Oh, Donald Trump had us under this spell for the last 8 freaking years, repeating over and over again. Understand the spoken word, getting the whole population to regard truth as an abstract. You could have your own, you know. So understand, they have been putting us under this spell and reciting it to us day after day until they get us to recite it over ourselves. You can change your reality. I'm going to keep saying this by changing your mindset, because it's we are subject to a whole lot of stuff. And I know this might sound wow, woo woo, crazy, but we gotta find our way back to our magic. We've got to. Once we believe that we are more than they tell us we are, we can achieve whatever it is we desire. That's what the fear is. That's why they don't want anybody waking up. That's why the people are so mad at people who are starting to think for themselves. Because they know once you start thinking for yourself, you can't be controlled. This is why it is so important to get off the television, to wean yourself away from that constant barrage of advertisements. And I want to say thank you to all the people who, even if it was inadvertently, boycotted Walmart. Thank you. Thank you for all the people who stayed home last Friday. Thank you. You have no idea how big of an impact, how big a message you sent to corporate America. We need to do that every day. If we would take that dollar and be choosy, especially my melanated folks, because and I heard this a lot, take your black dollar where your black dollar is going to be respected. Take your money and spend it in mom and pops. Spend it in local. Spend it on the people who are trying to get a foot up just like you, and stop giving it to these ultra rich conservative conglomerations. It might cost you a little bit more, but it's your hard-earned money. And would you rather help somebody who's trying to help themselves, or would you rather them help a giant conglomeration which is just robbing you on the regular? We got choices to make, but there are choices. All right. Sissy, greetings, Sissy. Sissy says, hello, Tanya. Does my guys have a message for me in December? Now, Sissy, that's how you do it. You want to get my attention. That's how you do it. Y'all look at Sissy's uh, um, message in the live chat. She made sure that I could see her question. Here we go. Universe, creator, spirit guides, please give a message for Sissy. Here we go. Just for Sissy. Ooh, you get light in the dark, Sissy. It says, Nurture the warmth of lost passions into a new blaze. Revive dormant desires. Nurture the warmth of old, of lost passions into a new blaze. Revive dormant desires. And this one is just like the other card. Remember those things that used to bring you joy. Remember the things that used to just make your life worth living, and go back. Breathe life into that again. Y'all, and this could be something as simple as puzzles. How many of y'all just love to take a giant box of puzzle pieces and just put it together just to see the end result, just to take it apart and put it back in the box? But you got so much joy from putting that puzzle together, taking those little pieces that meant nothing individually and turning them into a beautiful picture. Remember the things that brought you joy. Remember why you stopped doing them. And if you don't have a good why you stopped doing it, pick it up. Bring that joy back into your life. Unstick yourself to where you can make time for yourself, because that's what it's all about, making time for you. Oh my goodness. Somebody gave me a super chat. Thank you, Sissy. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sissy. Sissy gave me a $20 super chat. Thank you, Sissy. You are amazing. All right. Zane says, screw Walmart. Oh, where it is. Zane. Let me find it. I see you, Chantal. Zane says, ugh, screw Walmart, and I despise Black Friday. Most of the crap they pawn off on consumers is B-stock junk. Absolutely. Chantal says, my older sister's birthday is today. Happy birthday, Chantal's sister. She has been through a lot in her life. Her husband passed away. We can't find our mother. Will my sister find some spiritual relief? Here we go. Universe creator, spirit guides, answer this. Oh, and here it is. It flipped over in my hand, Chantal, and two of them. All right, both of these. The card that flipped over in my hand is the family card. It says, will my sister find some spiritual relief? And the answer is yes. And it is going to come through the love of her family. So yes, Chantal, yes, and you are a big part of that. The emotional stability is what she needs. And that's what the family is going to be providing her. This is divine love, harmony, blissful relationships, alignment, inner happiness, fulfillment, dreams coming true, family contentment, total love, and support. There you go. Your sister is going to get through this with a little help from the people who she depends on the most. The second card that came out is the Nine of Cups. This is the little emperor protecting everything that he has worked so hard. This is wishes coming true, contentment, satisfaction, emotional stability, luxury, and gratitude. So I believe that this answers your question. Yes, your sister has been through a lot, and with the love of her family and with the love of y'all, she's gonna make her way through this and come out stronger on the other side. Take what resonates and leave all the rest. You are welcome. You're welcome, sissy. You're welcome. You're welcome. Oh my goodness. All right. Rainbow says, can you put my family members on the prayer list? Derek, Johnson, and Barbara. Absolutely. Derek and Barbara. Johnson. And hey, y'all, there's 56 in the room and only 47 thumbs up. Can you please give me a thumbs up? I hate to say for the algorithm, but for me, can you give it to me? Thank you. Oh, Dolores, greetings, Dolores, greetings. I hope you're feeling better today. Dolores says, can I get a message from my guide? Absolutely, Dolores. Here we go. It jumped out, Dolores. You got gathering storm. Okay. It says, prepare for coming changes that clear away confusion. Wait for the calm. There you go, Dolores. Prepare for coming changes that clear away confusion. So, wait for the calm. So, I think that's self-explanatory. There's some changes that are coming, but don't make no moves until everything settles down. And don't be worried about nothing. All right. Zane says, yes, one thing that brings me joy, dressing up in a cozy pair of moleskin or flannel trousers and a sharp, bold patterned sports coat. Ooh, Zane, I would love to see you dressed up. The emotional boost helps raise my vibration. Oh my goodness. Zane, I know this is kind of weird, and I'm not a weirdo, but please, and you ain't even got to send your face. But if you could just send a picture of yourself in your fit, just from the neck down, I would love to see your style because I bet it is amazing. And you keep doing you. Psychic Tanya9 at gmail.com. Or you can put it on my TikTok or my Facebook or my Instagram. All right, all right. I would just love to see what your fit looks like. I love dressing up, y'all. And I didn't for a long time. For most of y'all, and y'all know that I'm a lesbian. And I was androgynous for the majority of my life. I got called sir more than I got called ma'am. I wore a baseball cap, men's shirts, men's pants, men's shoes. It was not until the last 3 years that I have embraced my female persona, and I had to shave my head to do that. But dressing up, being pretty, because I never felt pretty before, because I was an abused child. I was molested from the time I was 12 till I moved out of my house. All right. So, and I was told by my molester, you're ugly and nobody's gonna love you but me. And I can finally say those words without crying now. But it took me 55 years to see beauty in my own reflection. 55 years I walked around thinking I was the ugly duckling, thinking nobody could love me, that I was just horrible looking. 55 years. I need y'all to understand. 55 years of never thinking that you're good enough. 55 years of thinking that every other woman on the planet has more to offer the collective than I do. And that was the one person messed me up that much. One person who did that to a little child's mind. And that's what I need y'all to understand. We got to be cognizant of the words that we use, especially when we're talking to children. That man told me, as he's raping me, you're ugly and nobody's gonna love you but me. Which told my little 12-year-old child mind, this is all I have to look forward to for the rest of my life. I have nothing. It took me 55 years to see that I am beautiful, to understand that I can't believe what other people tell me. But this is the lesson in that is to be words. You can't take them back. That's like cutting somebody with a sword, saying I'm sorry and expecting the scar to go away. Our words can destroy. Our words can heal. We need to be aware of the power of our word. Don't apologize, Linda. It is all right. It is all right. I would not be who I am today had I not gone through what I went through. I needed to learn that lesson, that it is not what somebody else says about me. It's what I say about me. This is about me loving myself and every one of you loving yourself, not listening to the haters, not listening to those people who only say things to get you to behave the way they want you to do, to keep you under their control. This is what it's about, y'all. This is about bucking the system. Again, this is about not complying, not assimilating, not going with the status quo just because somebody says that's the way you're supposed to do it. Fight the system. Fight for yourself. And when you look in that mirror every day, you tell yourself, I love you. You matter. You are worthy. All right. Sissy says, oh my goodness, Tanya, I'm so sorry you had to go through so much trauma. I will always keep you in my prayers. Thank you, Sissy. I hope you never go through that again. Oh, I won't. I won't. I won't. But my job now is to share what I went through so that people, number one, can see when somebody else is being victimized, or if they have those traits within themselves and they're doing something to somebody else, that maybe they can stop. Again, all of us here, us light workers, we're guides. We are all guides. We are here to usher people to the door. Here's the exit. This is how you get out. I can't push you through the door. I can only bring you to the door. It is up to you whether you decide to walk through or not. And that's what we're all about. Greetings, Jackie. Jackie says, what gifts does my spirit guide universe want me to use more of in life right now? Well, let's pull a Haunted Echoes card, Jackie, and let's see. Here we go. Universe creator, spirit guides, a message for Jackie, a message for Jackie and using her gifts. And I'm being told to grab another deck of cards, Jackie. Which one? Oh, I'm supposed to grab the Sacred Oracle deck. Here we go. Here we go for Jackie. Hold on. Got too many things in my hand. For Jackie. What should Jackie be focused on right now? What should Jackie be focused on? Karmic. All right. So, all right, Jackie. Listen to these cards. Take what resonates and leave all the rest. So, from the Sacred Oracle deck, you get karmic path. So you wanted to know what do your spirit guides want you to use more of in life right now? And you got karmic path. This is, listen to this, karmic lesson, learning, experiencing, hard work, perseverance, and structure. A new and valuable lesson is available to you at this time. This moment requires your due diligence. Pay attention to what is being presented to you. Have you been down this road before? Our souls come to this earth school to learn valuable lessons as beings and for the planet. What are you being taught right now? This moment may require hard work, but it will have long lasting rewards. You are not being punished, but you are gaining tools and experience for living that uh, for living that will be with you for the rest of your life. Drawing this card also tells you that the foundation of what you are building is strong and is a part of your legacy. The symbol is Saturn. Okay, so I'm going to show you this card again. This is the sixth planet from the sun and the second largest in the solar system. It's connected to the concepts of limitation and restriction. Although it may seem depressing on the surface, Saturn's role in astrology is to bring meaning and structure to our lives. And the second card that you got is Rising Spirits. And this one says, this is pure poetry. From the ashes of the past, you soar into your rebirth, overcome destruction. And there you go, Jackie. There you go. Um, you're going through a whole transformation, life, death, rebirth. Step into your power and don't be afraid of nothing. All right. All right. Oh, all right. Oh, thank you, M. Dizzy Lizzy. M. Dizzy Lizzy says, I look forward to seeing your beautiful smile. You make me smile, and you're the real thing. Thank you. You're a great therapist, humanitarian, and light in my life. Thank you, M. Dizzy Lizzy. Oh, Linda Bruce has a question. Linda says, I really would like to know this. Does my father regret putting my hands straight on a gas stove burner flat down at the age of maybe 8 or 9? I am so sorry, Linda. Linda, you were abused. I am so sorry. And that, oh my God, universe creator, spirit guides, does Linda's father regret burning Linda's hands on the stove when she was a young child? Does Linda's father regret the abuse that he did to her? Yes, Linda. Yes. You got you got the three of pentacles: teamwork, collaboration, learning, um, building something. But the answer is yes. Yes, he regrets it. Yes, he regrets. If he's in the ether, yes, he regrets it. But I'm sorry, Linda. That person, and it's not the regret that you want. It's not the regret you want. I'm sorry, that was a monster. I'm sorry, but yes, there is regret there. Not the kind of regret that I wish for you, but there is regret there for what he could muster regret for. There is that, and I am so sorry for what happened to you. Sissy says, last night I had a dream where I saw Trump in Europe and his life was in danger. I dreamed RFK Jr. flying to Romania and he never made it. I dreamed Biden speaking to the American citizens. Sissy, you may be reading into the energy that is in the atmosphere. And I'm going to say this without saying a whole lot because I definitely don't want to get a strike on this because, there ain't no telling what could happen with that orange turd. But I'm right there with you. And what I have been seeing and feeling is that, oh, that orange potato is in danger. That orange potato's life is in danger. And y'all, I'm going to say this for entertainment and educational purposes only. I have a feeling that there may be another assassination attempt. This time it's going to be by a service person, a military person who is a Republican. He may not miss, y'all, for entertainment and educational purposes only. But that's what I have been seeing lately. I don't I've y'all I've already seen him in a casket, but now I'm seeing that his life is seriously in danger. You're welcome, Jackie. Biden and Sissy says Biden was sharing intel on why Kamala was the real president elect. Right on, right on. Again, we got we got all of this month and most of next month. Y'all exhale. Exhale. A whole bunch of stuff is gonna happen. A whole bunch of stuff is gonna happen. But we need to be prepared. Again, y'all, this is a whole bunch of corruption. But the one thing that I need all of y'all to realize, the divine feminine is coming. Ain't no stopping. Ain't no stopping it. So the only thing that they're doing is trying to throw monkey wrenches in the game. Y'all don't give in. Don't give up. Don't assimilate. And if you don't feel it's true, don't believe it. Don't give it your energy. You keep on trucking. Keep on trucking. Do you. Focus on you. Take all of your emotions, take it away from politics at this time, guys. It is a must. If you are neglecting on this fear, you're feeding it. Even if it's just a little bit, you're feeding it. It's like growing mold all over your body. We have got to cleanse ourselves, purge ourselves of this energy so that we can get out of it. And the only way to get out of this energy is to not feed it and to not fear it. All right, all right, all right. Linda says, another question. Does my mother regret not doing anything knowing I was being molested at the age of 5 to 9? My parents were alcoholics. I am sorry, Linda. I am so sorry. Oh my gosh. Understand, Linda, I am hugging you in the ether right now. My arms are around you. Oh, universe creator, spirit guides, the sins of the mother. Does Linda's mother regret not doing anything to help her child when she knew she was being tormented? Does Linda's mother have regrets? Yes, Linda. Is this the same card? You get the 10 of Pentacles inverted. And this is dark side of wealth, financial failure, loss, um, fleeting success, lack of stability, lack of resources. But the answer is a yes. So again, and these inverted, I'm so sorry that you were born into a family of monsters, but you chose those monsters to be born into so that you could be the person who you are today. You survived just like me. You survived 100% of everything that these people put you through. Burning your hands, taking your innocence, making you feel like you don't matter, for you to be who you are today, and you're still here. Remember that. Everything that they did not eliminate you, did not erase you. You are still here. All right. You survived 100% of everything you have been through, that the universe has thrown at you. You survived. Oh my goodness. Tony, greetings, Tony. Tony says, I'm a Sagittarius. Stuff just come out my mouth. I call it every time. And that's what we all need to do. We need to be speaking our minds a whole lot more. Interplanet Janet says, I have prepped as much as I can for myself and my pets. And now I am ignoring politics and sitting back, waiting for the universe to mop up. Exactly. Exactly. Y'all, this is about us learning us. I got my crystal bowls and my metal singing bowls, and my life is complete. Instead of spending mindless hours watching just doing nothing with my time. Now I'm creating music. I'm bathing myself, immersing myself in sound. I am taking my spiritual baths. and enjoying lying in the water, just letting go, releasing, not worrying about what these political garbage is doing, not running out there to spend money on stuff I don't need for people who don't need it. I am giving up this year. I am not celebrating Christmas at all. The gift that I will give to my children is a phone call, because my voice should be the gift. They don't need no stuff. They all grown and have families of their own. What do I need to go in debt for? What do I need to stand in the post office for hours for, because Mr. DeJoy wants to slow it down and make it cost more? No, y'all. This is the opportunity for us to take our sovereignty back. We don't have to play the game. Y'all, tap out for a year. See how you feel. Instead of, because what is a Christmas card? A greeting from you to your family members. You can send a text message, do the same thing, don't cost you nothing. You want to give the gift of you to other people, the voice of you, somebody talking to you while you're still alive, instead of just buying that box of 25 greetings to people who you ain't talked to in a year, just to pay money to mail them something that they gonna keep for a week and throw in the trash. Y'all, we don't have to participate. If we want to change the world, we can. But we got to stop by not shopping. And this is cold tea, not a shot. All right. Mildred says, I like my cat bathing, eating, napping, and playing with my toys. Linda says, oh, Linda, we answered that one. Oh, there we go. All right. All right. Lisa says, go back just a little bit. Oh, Incognito has a question. Let me find it. Incognito. I'm looking for it. How far? Oh, there it is. Incognito says, Tanya, today is my deceased father's birthday. Any message from him? Here you go, Incognito. Sorry I missed it. Here we go. Thank you, Risa. Universe Creator, Spirit Guides. Is there a message from Incognito's father? Today is his birthday. Is there a message for Incognito? Here we go. You get weeping stones. Oh my goodness. Is that stones or stories? Stones. Weeping stones. Allow your heart to soften as you process your grief. Don't become bitter. Oh my goodness. So if remembering your father's passing gets you angry, Incognito, listen to this card. Allow your heart to soften as you process your grief. Don't become bitter. It serves no purpose. Remember the good times. Remember the joy. Remember the love. Remember him the way that he wants you to remember him. Don't remember with tears and sadness, because that pulls the spirit down. And also remember, he ain't but an arm's reach away from you. He's still with you. Speak to him. Cry to him. Lean on him. All of our loved ones, we are energy, y'all. Energy transforms. It does not die. The only thing that dies is this physical shell, the spirit, the thing that makes our brains think, the thing that makes our heart beat. That energy never dies. It simply transforms. All right. All right. All right. All right. Okay. Okay, here we go. Um, oh, Here's another question. Is the Simpsons show psychic? How can they predict all the stuff that's going on? Here, I'm about to blow your mind, y'all. Simpsons show ain't psychic. Simpsons show knows the script. Just like football is scripted, baseball is scripted. They know who's going to win the Super Bowl at the toss of the first game. When they flip that coin, heads or tails, they know who's going to not only go to the Super Bowl, they know who's going to win the Super Bowl. All right? There is nothing. Everything that is in front of your face right now is what they want you to see, what they want you to believe. It is straight up programming, to include that fake ass Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight that I already knew Mike Tyson was going to lose, because this is the year of putting down black people, whether they deserve it or not. This is a year that is to discredit black people. That's why a lot of this stuff with Puff Daddy and Oprah and all of them is going on. But understand, the Puff Daddy and Oprah thing needed to happen. But what they're doing is trying to blanket and heap all black people into one massive pile so that everybody looks at the African diaspora as something that is a parasite that feeds on itself, while completely ignoring the fact that Jeffrey Epstein and Harvey Weinstein did the same exact thing. All right. Understand, this is all about optics. And this is where I need all of y'all to understand exactly how much influence the government has on how you think, on what you believe. And Donald Trump showed that you can brainwash the masses just by repeating a lie over and over and over again, because eventually the dum dums will believe it. Incognito says they're trying to recreate another great white hope boxer. It ain't even that serious. Jake Paul is a fake. He is a bully he only fights old men. He's not an athlete. He is the kid who did the pranks on people by punching them in the back of the head. That is all he is. That is a sorry excuse for a human being, for entertainment and education purposes only. All right. And Mildred, you're right. Mildred says, don't most of the Kennedys have tragic ends? Yeah, there's a whole curse on that whole family. Sissy says Mike Tyson got $2 million for that fight. $2 million to do nothing but dance around the ring uh, for 60 minutes. All right. All right. Hey, I guess money talks. Bullshit fights Jake Paul. There you go. Next question. Did my supervisor LL have anything to do with my access cards not working anymore? This is for Sharon. And Sharon's access cards to her job aren't working anymore. Here we go. Universe Creator, Spirit Guides, Tarot. Did Sharon's boss LL have anything to do with Sharon's access key card no longer working? And Tarot, is it all inverted? Tarot gave you a yes. You got the Ace of Pentacles. Lost opportunity, missed chance, bad investment, lack of planning and foresight. Yeah, she mad. She mad you leaving. She mad you're getting away. And yep, it was her that got your key cards terminated too early. Yes, it was. There you go. All right, y'all. Oh, here we go. Last thing, because we're going to talk about this. President Biden pardoned Hunter Biden. And shouldn't nobody be mad? He should have pardoned him 4 months again. But here's the thing, y'all. Again, Hunter Biden wasn't going to never go to jail. He was going to pardon them the whole time. This is again, this is all a script. President Biden ain't doing nothing that, and here's the thing, it's the setup so Trump can pardon himself. So, because that's the next thing he's got to get rid of. If this goes to that extreme, that's where it's going to end up. I'm not giving any energy into it. So I'm not going to put him in the White House. So that's why I'm not reading on that kind of stuff, because I'm not giving him that energy. If it does happen to happen, then on the 20th, we will read on that and we will discuss where we go from there. But until the 20th of January, I'm not giving Donald Trump the presidency. I'm not giving him the White House. He doesn't have my support. He doesn't have my okay. He doesn't have my anything. So I'm not giving him anything, no energy. And that's it. So that's why I'm not answering any questions, or I'm being selective about the questions that I answer about him, because I am not giving him energy to put him in that position. So, y'all, there's still a lot of days left before the inauguration. There's still a lot of things that can happen. And even if it doesn't change the outcome, things that are said and done could change how we believe or look at things. So it ain't over with, y'all. It ain't over. Greetings, Alicia. Greetings. Alicia says Donald Von Shittenpants is not my president. Mine either. All right. All right. Chantal says, I have a meeting for my book drive. Thank you. Peace, love, and light. And I got a doctor's appointment. It's Wednesday, y'all. So here we go. Let's go ahead and prepare for the prayer and the weather report. Again, I'm gonna stay on this weather. Woo! We are in for it, y'all. The winter games have begun. This lake effect snow is going to be pressing a little bit more, and it's going to spread. East Coast, y'all be mindful. There may be a whole nor'easter this weekend coming, possibly starting as early as Friday. We're going to have some big storm winds pushing up from Alabama all the way up not Alabama, I'm sorry, I'm on the wrong side, from Georgia and North and South Carolina all the way up the East Coast. Y'all, New York, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Ohio, y'all be mindful. You guys could get socked in, not just snow, but I'm feeling fog. And this is crystalline fog. And this going to have a different name. They going to make up a new name for this weather. But this is fog that has ice crystals in it. Maybe there's already a name for it. But this is going to collect on power lines. It's going to make things heavy, and it's sticky wet. So be aware of all that. Again, earthquakes. We got a lot of solar activity going on. We got some crazy solar activity that's going on that is going to be messing with a lot of things here on Earth. So y'all just be mindful. I keep saying the GPS because that's what a lot of people use, but it's so much more than that, because this could actually affect this week. There may be some solar storms that actually ground some planes or delay some flights. Just be mindful of that. Take what resonates and leave all the rest. All right. Sissy says, I'm glad to hear you say this about Trump. Most psychics are now crawfishing their vision back. They've lost all credibility. I don't care about Donald Trump. I don't care about politics. I care about my life, my kids' life, my grandkids' life. I'm not I'm not putting nothing on no one man. We have had too many presidents to be afraid of Donald Trump. This man has never been able to do nothing himself. And he got found guilty of 32 felonies, which we didn't think would happen. So even though the evil is still has a lot of power, things are going to work themselves out. Y'all, the one thing that we can't do is feed the beast. And we can't feed it with fear, and we can't feed it by giving this criminal anything that he never deserved. And I need y'all just to understand, they allowed a criminal, a convicted felon, to run for president. This was done to us. Stop believing everything you see just because they put it in front of your face. They want you to believe that this is the truth. This is the matrix. All right, here we go, y'all. Here we go. Let's go ahead and prepare for the Reiki prayer. If you would like to participate, set your intention to share your energy, your love with the collective. For everybody else, I love you. Have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. And if you would like a reading, and I got my $100 special, y'all. So $100 to get a sachet and a room spray, as well as a 1 hour reading. And you can get it a la carte. Price has dropped. $20 for a sachet or a room spray, guaranteed to last you at least 3 months. And shipping and handling is included in it. All right. All right. All right. All right. Psychic Tanya 9 at gmail.com. Mildred says, which country this felon can't go to? Oh, don't worry about him. We ain't going to even talk about him. Let him go somewhere else. Let him run away. Let him go to Saudi Arabia. Let him bury him down in them caves with that shiny rock. Yeah, yeah. You know, talk about a whole lot of magic that these men have and are possessing. Times are changing, y'all. They only had a certain time to do this. And for those of y'all who like to go back into the prehistoric days, go back and listen to, it's right here on YouTube. Listen to the story about Yakub, the big head scientist, and how the races got invented, and how long this colonization is supposed to last. It's in its dying days, y'all. The 6,000 years are up. All right. So the divine feminine is coming. Be ready. Be ready. Be in creator mode. Be creating your best life. Don't be living in fear, and don't be creating fear. Create your paradise. See it, feel it, smell it, taste it. Believe with everything in you that you can change your reality, and you will. All right, here we go. Universe, creator, spirit guides. Just for today, I forgot to breathe. Y'all, here we go. Forgive me for everybody who would like to be in the prayer. Take a big deep breath in through the nose. Hold it at the top. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Just for today, I let go of anger. I let go of worry. I am grateful. I work on myself, and I am kind to all living things. Universe, creator, spirit guides, look upon our collective. Look upon every single soul that is here or listening right now. First, universe, creator, spirit guides, bless a special blessing, a special gift to each and every soul that is listening right now. Give to them exactly what they desire or require for wholeness, for completeness, to bring peace, love, and calm. Universe, creator, spirit guides, look upon our sisters and brothers, Paula, Val, pardon me, Cher Bear, Eric Halverson and family, E. Cruz, Linda Saunders and son, Wanda, Karen, Harson and Blue, Betty, George, and Deborah in Dubai. Look upon Linda Flown, Bridget and the Grant family, Laverne, Jackie Ward, Debbie Stokes, and Cindy Lee. All things Nicole, Josh Reynolds, and Rosemary's Cat. Look upon Maria, Patty, Alicia's daughter, Braxton, Linda B., Toya and family, Sherb, Chantal and family, Teresa, Eric, Sam, Jaden, Faye, and Linda Goff. Look upon Richard. Keep him safe. Keep him safe while he's serving his time. Look upon Brenda's dad, President Biden and Vice President Harris. Look upon Helga and family, Carrie, Juliana, Linda Bruce and family, Aunt Lou, Brandy, David, Carol, Vero, Pear, Pat, Osha, and Laura. Look upon Renee and family, all the Caribbean people, Barbara, Marilyn, Sandra, Bonnie, and Sid. Look upon Beverly, Vera, Sarah, Jory, Jameson, and Isla, Sean, Maria, Zach, Danny, Bowser, James Mitchell Jr., Zaire, Tressie Tree, Deanne, Dolores Hall, Christopher, Gigi, Matthew, Tiffany, Celeste, Lissa, Belle, me, Margole, Sheila and family, security for Debbie, for Carol to pass her test, for Risa and Montez Simpson, for Robert, Preston, for Renee, Shelly, Andrea, Corey, and Kenny, Aaron. Look upon Vera, let her fly with the angels and rest in paradise. Rhonda, Arizona, Wanda, those suffering from depression and anxiety, and to Derek and Barbara Johnson, we are grateful. And to all of you, grant us the courage to speak our truth, to believe in our dreams, and to fight for what is right. I am grateful for every one of you. I love you. I love you. Happy Wednesday, y'all. Bye bye.